Hi tech family, welcome to the another part of Solidity Programming Language course, and this is not the part of the course but the application on that combinations of what we have learned in the previous series. So in this video we are gonna create the lottery app, combine all the knowledge we have learned in the previous videos and move to the next slide. These they are the topics we have to cover in this video. Deploy our contract on the Ethereum blockchain. In the previous videos we have covered many topics, and in those videos we have just deploy our contracts on the JavaScript virtual machine. But in this video, first we will deploy it on our JavaScript virtual machine, and after that we will deploy our project or our smart contract on the Ethereum blockchain. I will show you practically in this video how we will do this. And the next is MetaMask. MetaMask is cryptocurrency wallet where we store our cryptocurrencies, and I have explained it in my video. If you didn't watch that video, I will give you a link in the top card corner of this video and you can check it out. So in this video it will be more clear to you how can we work and use the MetaMask. And the next is work on the testnet Ring-B. Ring-B is just the name of the test network, and we will work on that particular network, and that is the test network of the MetaMask. And these are the three topics we are going to cover in this video, and there are some things in our project I want to tell you before starting the project, so you will be more familiar with these and there will be no confusion for you that why that exists and why these things are happening. So in the third slide we have the heading. What we would have an owner of the lottery. He will manage everything, like to announce the result, who is the winner, and store the address of the participant, like that is now the participant of the lottery and he can get some prize after announcement of the lottery and all these things. And the second step is we would have players, and to announce the result of the lottery the players must be at least greater than or equal to 3. When the players are the less than 3, so the lottery will not be announced, or the owner will not do this, just because for that we must have 3 or greater than 3 players or the participants. And the first step is when we receive some amount from the player, we will register this particular address, and we will also see how we can do this. And we will generate the spin randomly, and one player will win and get all the ethers or the balance which are added to the lottery from these 3 or more than 3 participants or the players. That was some steps you must have to know before starting our project. So when we do things and when we try to do and create functions for that, so that will be more clear to you. And the last thing is when the person get his or her prize, then the lottery will be reset automatically. Not automatically, but for that we will write some code to reset our lottery after all. That was some introduction I want you to know to before starting the project. And I hope I have cleared all these basic steps for starting the project, and I hope everything will be cleared when we start coding in our Remix IDE. So after that, let's move to our Remix IDE, and again we are on our Remix IDE. We have a license identifier and the version of the compiler, and now we will start creating a contract. If you remember, I have told you in the introduction of this video, we are gonna have two things first in place, the owner and the players. So now we will create an owner. The owner will be of type address, and that will be public owner, and I will explain why this owner type is address in a while. And again we are gonna have address and then payable, because when the lottery is announced and after all one of the player will be winner, so after all there he will receive some ethers or some payment. That's why we have to make it payable, and that will be a dynamic array because we are gonna have many participants in place, and we will make its visibility public and name will be players. And just like this, that's our owner, and that will be our players who participates in the lottery. And after that there will be a constructor, and in here we will do owner equal to message dot sender. I know this thing will be new to you because I have not explained in this my video, but no worry, I will tell you in this video what this message.sender means. It simply means the sender of the message. Like now owner is the sender of the message. When we deploy our contract, so the address from which we have deployed our contract, now that will be the owner address. So when I press Ctrl S and go to this, remember this address, we are gonna deploy our contract on this address 0xb3. And when I deploy, and just to show you, when I press this owner 0x5b3 and 0x5b3, now that's our the owner address. This message sender simply means just like this, that's our account, and on that particular account when we deploy our contract, so now that's the address of the owner. And the next thing we have to do is create a function to receive the balance from the participants or the players. So in Solidity there is a function like the constructor, a special function which is receive. You can see its color is changed to the pink color because that's the special function. And after that I will do external because that receive function will be external, and payable just because it will receive some payment, so that will be payable, and then just like this. And if you remember, I have told you when the player do some payment on or send some ethers or payment, so we have to register its address in our contract. So we will do it just like this. If you see, we have created a dynamic array, so we will do players dot push payable message dot sender. That will be a little bit confusing, but simply I have do players push, I have just push the address, and that is message dot sender, the sender of the message or the sender of the balance for now. Now that's not anymore the owner address, but that will be the sender of balance or a player who want to participate in the lottery. So like this we can register our player in our lottery. And after that I will press Ctrl S just to show you how we have registered our player address, and then close this one, and you can see that's our owner. Okay, just remember this address, that's our owner. I deploy the contract on that particular address, so when I check the owner 0x5b3, that's our owner. And when I select the another account and want to do some transaction, so I will simply select 1000 here and transact. Some transaction is complete. You can see 999 way is transferred to the contract balance or the lottery. When I check here 0, we got the address. We can say we have registered our player, and that's the first player who do transaction of 999 way. And if I check, we can see now that's our user or a player. He do some transaction to the lottery and we got his address like this. And again if I do some transaction here, you can see here 200 and it's in the form of way. Okay, press this transact, and again on the one address, if I check it, we got the same address just because we have not select the other address to for transaction. So now I will select this and do some transaction of 200 way and transact. And if I check one, not one but two, because we have do transaction on that account 2 times, when I check this, we got the third address, that address 0x4b2, and you can see 0x4b2. Just like this, we are registering our participants or the players who want to participate in the lottery. And next thing we have to do is to check the balance, how much balance we have now in the lottery or the contract balance. And I also have shown you this thing in the previous video, if you remember the video of the payable or doing transaction between different accounts. So I will create a function for that. That will be a function of get balance, that will be public view returns uint and then return address this dot balance. Just like this we can get the balance of our contract, and that will be our lottery balance. Press Ctrl S, and I have to close these contracts just to make it more clear to you. And now I want this fourth account to be my owner 0x787 and deploy. Now that's our owner. Remember his address 0x787, and when I open this owner 0x787, that's our owner. When I check the balance, for now it's 0 just because no players has do participate in the lottery. So to do that, now I will select this 0x617 to participate as a player. 0x617, he will transfer 400 way transact, and when I check it on 0, we got the address 0x617 just like this. And when I check the balance, we got the 400 balance just like this. But if you have noticed, I checked the balance on the player's account. How player can check the balance? The player will not be able to check the balance, so only that owner 0x787 has to be right to check the balance, not the players. No random players will be able to check the balance. So for that we have a built-in function in Solidity Programming Language, that is require. It's just like the if else condition. Let me show you. Here we will check the condition require if message dot sender is equal to owner. If that condition was true, so then this will execute this return statement. Otherwise this will throw this message or show this message: you are not the owner of the lottery. Now if I want to check the balance on the player account, so it will say you are not the owner of the lottery. For that you have to be owner, so that you will check the balance of the lottery just like this. And we also have to make some limit in here. Maybe I will copy this and paste it here, and now I will say message.value. Message.value is just when we send some value with the message, like when this message sender or the player want to send some value, how much value or payment that will be. So the value must be greater than or equal to 500 way. Otherwise if the value or the payment was less than 500 ways, so it will say you cannot participate with low balance, just like this. Now let's check this require statement just like the if statements, and when I press Ctrl S and go to the deploy and transaction, okay, we are already in, but we have wasted many ethers on the do transaction and it has charged many gas limits, so we are not able to see the clear 100 value to make it more clear to you. So for that I will just restart this page and then again open our file and again compile it, and you can see now we have all the accounts resetted and all again got the 100 ethers. So when I press this 100 and deploy it, remember that will be our owner 0x5b3, and open this one and that's the owner. So we can get the balance of the owner. Obviously we can do this. When I press the get balance, yes, the owner can get the balance. And now let's try to transfer some balance from the player account. So that's our player 0xab8. Let's transact some 400. Remember, this statement require value must be greater than or equal to 500 way, and that's 400. Let's check it will throw an error or not, or a message. Sorry about that, a message, not the error. And when I press this transact and resize this, you can see here you cannot participate with the low balance and the transaction is revert. So we cannot participate with low balance in the lottery. For that we have at least 500 or greater than this way to participate. Now that's our player or participant on the 600 value or way he can transact. Now the transaction is completed. You can see here check, green check here, and when I check the balance, again it says you are not owner of the lottery. Oh, I am not owner, so I will go to this account, switch account, and again check it, and so I can check. You can see we got the 600 way just because now I am the owner on that account, and on that account I cannot check. It will say you are not owner of the lottery. And just like this we can work with all these things. Let me again explain to you just for quick recap. That's our owner, address owner, and address payable, public players, and constructor. We have initialized the owner will be the message sender on when we deploy our contract. So on which address we have deployed our contract, that will be our owner. On the receive, that's external and payable, has to receive some balance from the participants who want to participate and require the value will be greater than or equal to 500 way, and if it was not and this condition was not true, so it will say you cannot participate with low balance, just like this. And that's the simple get function and just view function, because we are not making any changes in the state variables. And this is some code for now we have done, and I will see you after a little break. Hi, I'm back, and the next thing we have to do is in here to generate a random number. So for that I again have to write a function, and this will be random, and this will be public view returns uint. And then to generate some random numbers we have that algorithm. If you don't know about this, you have to do some searching. The kickcake 256 is a cryptographic function built into Solidity. This function takes any input of type uint and converts it into a unique 34-byte hash. That's our kickcake 256 hash. And then we have to do abi.encode packed. And if you don't know about this, you have to do a little bit searching. It doesn't take any fees from you. You have to search. It's not that much hard. You can learn it easily. And abi.encode packed. Inside this we will do block.difficulty, the current difficulty of block. Let me show you all the units. You can see the message sender. I have told you message, the sender of the message or the current call, and the message value, the number of the way or the amount sent with the message. And we have done it in here. You can see the value and the message sender, and the block difficulty is the current block difficulty. And we will also use the current block timestamp as seconds since Unix epoch. So we will do block.timestamp and again players.length, just like this. And its return type is uint, and it do not return the uint, so we have to do typecasting uint and just wrap these in the uint and press Ctrl S, close this one, and that's our owner, the first one. Deploy and check it. The random we got 0. Why is that happening? Let me check. Okay, that's returns and we don't return it just because it's not showing anything. And just like this, press again Ctrl S, we are all set, and close this. That's owner, deploy, and when I press this random, and yes, we got the value, and press it again, and we are getting the random values. Here I have to tell you one more thing. You have to be careful when creating these random functions because they are at high risk. That's just for testing. I am creating these random numbers and generating these random numbers on that kitcheck 256 hash ABI encode packed, but you have to be careful. In that case, we have many algorithms for that to create the or generate the random numbers, so you have to be careful, and please don't deploy this contract on the mainnet just because it can cause some problems. I'm showing you just for the testing purpose, and you have to be careful, I would say that. If I show you why is that in risk, when I press this, you can see sometimes it not change. You can see I pressed again and this code didn't change just because they are a little bit in risk. You don't have to deploy it on your mainnet. That's just for testing purpose, for generating the random numbers. We have many other algorithms for that, so I would again say be careful when generating these random numbers. And then again we got the randoms, and after that I have to convert these random numbers to the index, and we will do this stuff in the function of announcement of the winner function, and that will be announce winner. For now that will be public view returns address, just because for now we will return an address of the winner, who is the winner. And then we also need some conditions here. I will copy this and paste it here, like only owner can announce the winner. So I will say message.sender is equal to owner, so it will announce the winner. Otherwise it will say you are not owner of the lottery. And again, next condition we need is players dot length must be greater than or equal to 3. If it was less than 3, so it will say this message players must be at least 3 or greater, just like this. And then we will create an variable address payable winner. The payable is just because at last we will pay all the payments inside the lottery to that winner. That's why it's payable. He will receive some payment. That's because it's payable. And then we will call the random function. Its return type is uint, so we will do uint call random equal to random, just like this. Now we will convert these numbers to index. So for that we have to do uint index equal to call random modulus players dot length. Just like this we are converting it to index. Let me show you what that modulus means. We will go to this in here and inspect that, and I know that environment will be a little bit weird for you if you are not a web developer. You can see these things, and but we are not going to do anything here. We will simply go to the console just to show you the modulus and zoom it a little bit. Let's do some random number, and there was player length, so let me do, we have 6 players in place and we got the 5 value. And there is an interesting thing, let me tell you. No matter how much that value is long, but we are doing this modulus and 6, the result will always be less than this 6. So it means it start from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Just like this, we are getting the random numbers. It will be a little bit confusing, so let me show you practically. We have that random number. I will copy it and go to here. I will paste it. That's our huge big random number. To convert it into a random index, so we will modulus it. And if you see the player's length, so for let's say we have the 3 length and the random index is 1, but it will not be greater than 3. It will be 0, 1 and 2, but will never be greater than 3. And if I show you how it's random, let me decrease some values. You can see it's become 0, and when I decrease some more it becomes 2, and when I again decrease it's 1 and 2, 0, 2, 0, 1, 2 and 0, 1, 2. Just like this, it's decreasing, but it will never be greater than 3, and it will give us the random index 0, 1 and 2, which are less than this number, or the length of the players who are participating in the lottery. Just like this, we are getting random numbers through this. And as we have got the random number, after this I have to do winner the address equal to players of index and simply return the winner address. After that I will press Ctrl S and we are all set. There is no error. Close this instance and okay, let's also reload the page to reset all these ethers from here. And that's our contract. Deploy it again or compile it, sorry, and then we got all the ethers again, and that's our owner. On that I will deploy, and if I check it again, these are the random numbers and we are not gonna touch it anymore. Now we will do some test in here. After that we will deploy this contract on the Ethereum blockchain, and one thing is also remaining at last. Here we will do the thing to transfer all the ethers in the lottery to the winner address, and we are just returning it for now, and after that we will do this transaction also. So I will select this, remember this account, that's our player. He will transact 7, let's say 1000 way, transact, it's done. And from this account third I will do, he will also transact 1000, and from this, okay, just for a little bit testing, when I go to this owner and press this announce balance, at this condition becomes true, players must be at least 3 or greater. Now these conditions become false and this show this message. And now again do select this third participant or player and transact 1000 way, transact, and again go to the owner and get the balance. We have 3000 balance from the 3 players, and now we will be able to get the winner, and that will be on the random index when I press this winner. So that's our winner. We got the winner address, but we are not transferring any balance to that particular account. We will do it in a while. To do that, we have to remove these returns because we are not going to return it anymore. And then winner, if you remember, I have told you winner the address give us the transfer and the balance built-in methods dot transfer, and we will do in here get balance, just like this. And that was it. Press Ctrl S, close this instance and deploy. Okay, that are become again this, so now I again have to reload it. You don't have to do it on this, but I'm just doing it for testing purpose, so I want these ethers to be 100 to make it more clear to you. In the contracts I will compile it first and deploy. That's our first owner. Get balance, for now it's 0. Now this participant will do transaction. Now you have to remember their ethers also, just because when the owner announced the lottery, so after all, you will see the winner will have more ethers in place. So let's see how he will do this. 100 ethers, and he will transact, let's say 5000 way, transact, and then that second will also do 5000 way, transact, and then this third will also 5000 way, transact. And let's remember these three balances, they have ethers, and when the owner announces the balance, you will see the one will have more ethers than the remaining two. So I will switch to the owner, announce balance, and you can see here the third is the winner. He has 100 ethers again and some more ethers if you see here, and all the balance inside the lottery is transferred to his account, and he is the winner. And our code is ready, and the thing we have to do it in here is just to reset our lottery when the result is announced. So in the last I will do players equal to new address payable 0, and just like this, when on this line of code it will reset a lottery after the announcement. Just for the checking purpose, I will do again this stuff, press Ctrl S, close this instance, and also reload this, compile, and when I deploy it, that's our owner first 0x5b3, and let's just do transaction of from this account second 5000 way, transact, from this third account 5000 way, transact, and from this third account again 5000 way, transact, and switch to the owner, and let's get the balance. We have that much balance. A little balance is low just because I don't know what happens, the balance is low. Okay, just let's announce it and again check it. That third account 0x has a little bit more ether in place, and that's the winner. And if I again check on 0, we are getting nothing, just because at last we have done this code and it's clear after the announcement of the result. So I will see you after a little bit break, and then we will deploy our contract on the real Ethereum blockchain. Hi, I'm back, and the next thing we are gonna do is to deploy our smart contract or a lottery app on the Ethereum blockchain. So to do that, we have to go to deploy and run transaction, and from here you have to change this JavaScript virtual machine to the injected web3, and our MetaMask opens. And if you don't have any wallet for the MetaMask, I already have created a video and I have told you in the starting, go and check it out so that it will be easy for you. How can we deal with the MetaMask? Press, I already have a wallet for that, so I will unlock just, and it will take a while for unlocking, and it's done. You can see we are connected with the test network ring B. You can see here the ring B, and we have that much ethers. I will select my account 1, which has 0.788 and 9 ETH fake ethers, and there are some more activities. I have done transaction between accounts, so that is some activity showing up here just for the testing purposes. And now the next thing I'm gonna do is to deploy my contract through this account, and that will be my owner account, we can say, or yes, the owner account. Now I'm going to deploy this contract on this account, that will be our owner account. You can see it also here 0xe72 and 0xe72. So I have to press this deploy, and this will charge some gas here. Press confirm, and after some time, it will take some while because it's doing on the Ethereum blockchain. So you can see it says confirm transaction. When you press this, it will send me the ether scan, and here it's still pending, and after some time it will complete, and then it's success. It takes some time just because of it's doing on the real Ethereum blockchain. Again, move to our Remix IDE, and we got our deployed contract, and it take few times as compared to previous, just because it was on our real Ethereum blockchain. So I will open this simply, and nothing we have to do it here, just because the transaction or the player sends some payment to the lottery, or the contract balance will be done by the MetaMask. So if you see here, I have accounts, player 1, player 2 and player 3. If you want to create an account for you, just like this, there is an option you can create your own account and take some fake ethers from the Ring B faucet and Gorilla faucet, and there are many faucets to take ethers. There are chain link also, and I have these players, and that is my owner account that will manage everything. So now I have to select this, or let's just move to the MetaMask full window and also unlock it from here. The thing we have to do is here we have selected this player 1, and let's see how we can create account. Just for if you're new here, to show you how can create account. So you have to press this create account, add the name of your account, let's say my SEC, and create it. Just like this, you can create your account. This will take a while, and it's done. We got our account by my SCC. That's how we can create account. And if you want to get some ethers, fake ethers from the Ring-P network, I will share the links in my video description, so you can get it from here. And next, okay, now let's select this player 1, and now I want to transfer some ether to the lottery. So I will press the send, and I want to paste my address here. So go to Remix IDE. So just you will see in the left corner there is the address of our contract. You have to copy this and just move to the MetaMask and paste it right here. And so now we will send 5,000 ethers in the form of way, just because we don't have much ethers. So you can see our current balance is that balance. Just remember this, or I will put the picture here right here, and you can compare it. So to send 5,000 ether in the form of way, so I have to do is go here. That's a website, ETH converter. So how many ethers are in the 5,000 way? Okay, we got it, and that much ethers are in the 5,000 way. I have to copy them, and in the MetaMask I will paste it right here, and next, and confirm. And it will take a little bit time, it's pending, you can see here. And it's done. Transaction 1 confirmed. On view on Etherscan, press it, and it sent us here. The transaction is completed, and the value you can see it here. We sent that much ether to our contract balance, or we can say our lottery. And when I go to Remix IDE and switch to our admin and just check the balance, it takes some time, just because I have told you it's doing on the real Ethereum blockchain. We got the 5,000 way, and the next transaction will be done from the next player 2, just because when we announce the result, so obviously it will show that message players must be at least 3 or greater. So for that, now I will again do transaction, and if you see player 1, you can see some ETH is subtracted from it, and now I will do transaction from my second account. And let's also remember these ETH, so it will be easy for you who is the winner who got at last ethers from the lottery. So I will simply press this send, and again I need the address of the contract. Copy this and paste it right here, and go here, and we need that much value, and paste it here. Press next, confirm, and pending. After some time, yeah, it's done. Take a little bit time. We can see it on Etherscan. Here's pending. It will be done in a while, and you also can see the value here. And let's just do transaction from the third account. Move to this third account. Here it's showing the fixed value, but when you see here, you can see from here you will got the actual value. It's really subtracted or not, you can see here, and also here you can see. And now let's just remember this value. Some value will be, or it will be minus from it. So now let's just press this send and paste your contract address, and go here, copy also this and paste it right here. Next, and confirm. Again, this will take some time, and it's also done. Let's again go to our Remix IDE, and from here let's move to the switch account to the account 1. That's our owner account, so that we will get the balance, and we got the 15,000 way. So after that, let me show you their accounts. Just remember these. I will also show their screenshot, then we will compare it easily. That's their remaining value or the ethers. So when I press the announce winner, so all these ethers, 15,000 ethers, not the ethers, sorry about that, that's the way, will be transferred to the winner account. So let me just do that. We are on the owner account, or yes, we are on the owner account. So now let's press this announce winner, and it's doing on the Ethereum blockchain. It will show us. I want to confirm that. For that, it will also charge some gas. You can see here it's showing the gas it will charge. So I will simply press this confirm, and after some time it will appear the snack bar and it's done. When I press this, and you can see here from the contract balance that much ether, that 15 0 point and many zeros and 15 ethers are transferred from this account, this contract balance, to this 0xb447, and that's one of our account who is the winner. And let me show you who is the winner by go to the MetaMask, and let's check it. Is that player 1 0x2d? No, it's 0xb47. And let's again check the player 2 0xdd4. No, and it's confirmed. Obviously the player 3 is the winner, 0xb47, and yeah, we got it. The player 3 is the winner. You can see that much ether, or in the form of way, is transferred to this account, and we have done it on the real Ethereum blockchain or using the MetaMask. And when you press this see more, and you will see the more result. You can see the function announce winner is just pressed, and then this happens. Okay, when I press this contract, and you can see 2 minutes before some transaction is done, and here you will see the 0 ethers are 0 ethers just because the value is here showing 0. And if you see here, transfer that much ether, it's very little value. The value is in the form of way just because that's not showing here. But some transaction is gone from the lottery to the winner wallet, and that's the winner. And we have done it on the Ethereum blockchain using the MetaMask. If I again check it, that was our transaction done before 3 minutes ago. Can go back, and if I move to the Remix IDE again, and let's check, I'm on the owner account. Let's switch it, and again get the balance. We got the 0 balance just because all the balance was present in the lottery are gone to the winner account, and he was the winner. And when I check players here on 0, we will get nothing just because there is no players. All the balance are transferred to the winner account, and there are no more participants or the players in the lottery. And if you see here, we have transferred that much value. It's very low value. I have transferred to the winner account, and also in the Remix ID I set the limit of 500. Wait, that's very low limit. I should have to set it on 1 ether. I set it like this just because of I checked many fusers just for the test ethers, and they didn't provide that much ethers to work with that. If I show you Google and on Rinkeby, you can see all the links here of the Rinkeby fuset, and here are purple. I have checked them, but all of them providing 0.001 ether, which are with some providing 0.1, and our main fuset is Rinkeby authenticated fuset, and it's offline for now, and it also not providing me that much ethers to do transaction here. But I hope I have cleared to you also through this small value of ethers, or we can say little ethers. It's not a full ether, but in the form of way, and it's not a full ether. You can see it, it's 0 and point that much value. Also through these little ethers I have cleared this to you, how can we create an application of lottery, and how to create all these functions, and also how to deploy it on the Ethereum blockchain, and how to work with the MetaMask, and also checking these transaction results and their values. I hope I have cleared all these things to you. So if you found this video helpful, hit thumb on a like button and leave a comment if something is not clear to you. And if you want more videos like and want me to show you many applications, many great applications like this, so let me know in the comment section. For now, goodbye, and I will see you in the next video.